Based on the recent statement of North Korea, I have decided to terminate the planned summit in Singapore on June 12th. While many things can happen and a great opportunity lies ahead potentially, I believe that this is a tremendous setback for North Korea and indeed a setback for the world.
Hey everybody, I'm Chad Booksan with Alternative Media Television. I want to discuss what I see a major development happening in the Korean Peninsula that's not being discussed at all. Now, what I find interesting, it hasn't been talked about, that after Donald Trump called off the summit, okay, after he sent that letter, we saw the letter, after he called off the summit, what occurred? What occurred right afterwards? The leader of South Korea and the leader of North Korea, they met. I mean, look at their faces. They were so happy meeting. I mean, it was the most jubilant meeting I've ever seen. I mean, these people were ecstatic. Now, what is occurring? And now, let me discuss something so we can connect the dots on this. Okay? South Korea, for years. Now, before I get into this, remember in a live stream I just did with Christopher Green, live stream just a couple of days ago, we discussed how there's going to be an ally. Okay? There's going to be an ally who we thought that's our ally. That might not be, especially when war breaks out between us and China, okay? Which obviously includes North Korea because North Korea is just a proxy of China. But for years now, and this doesn't get reported on much, the South Korean government has been demanding that the U.S. military hand over wartime operations, control of the wartime operations to the South Korean government, to the South Korean military. Now, we know that South Korea and North Korea are technically still at war. We know that it was just an armistice, and we know that the reason there even is a South Korea is because of U.S. military intervention. This is why. But we see China growing. We see China having a massive military presence in the South China Sea, especially because of the fossil fuel resources. We know this. We know what we've been doing. We've destroyed the Middle East in order to collect all the resources. That's why it doesn't matter how much debt we're in. Obama said we're going to pivot to Asia. So we pivoted to Asia. Okay, we're going to take all the resources there. The Arctic, obviously, is the next step. You know, you think about global warming and you think about the fact that the ice is melting. They want the ice to melt. In the Arctic, there is so much resources, natural gas and oil underneath the ice, okay? Underneath the ice in the Arctic region. That's why Russia is there. That's why Russia has been building these military bases throughout the region. That's why they've been drilling, because they know that's the next step. But look what's happening, okay? I truly believe, and this is not getting discussed much, people say, you know, and it's easy to say this because it's obvious, that if the United States were to unify South Korea and North Korea, China would never want that. Ever. Because they don't want the United States at their doorstep. North Korea is that buffer. Now, obviously, the United States military are doing military exercises in their neighborhood, technically at their doorstep, but this is right on the border. North Korea provides a buffer. They would never want reunification on United States terms. But what if this is happening? And people aren't discussing this. What if China is going to unify the Korean Peninsula? What if China is going to unify South Korea and North Korea? What if China has given promises, okay, to the South Korean government that you don't need the U.S. to protect you? And that is why South Korea has been demanding the United States to hand over wartime operations. Think about that. We had a supposed peace deal. It's a fake peace deal. Okay? The South Koreans and the North Koreans know what we do. Know what we've done. Look at Muammar Gaddafi. Look at the entire Middle East. You think they're stupid? These people are very cunning. These people are very shrewd. The Chinese are very deceptive and shrewd as well. And they know how to play us. Oh, Donald Trump's going to get the Nobel Peace Prize.
I have a great relationship with President Xi. He's a friend of mine. He likes me. I like him. That was two of the great days of my life being in China. I don't think anybody's ever been treated better in China, ever in their history.
This is not necessarily normal. This is not what a foreign leader or a foreign president might necessarily get. China really is putting on a show to make sure that President Trump feels welcome.
21 gun salute that's been given to President Trump. That is the highest level of military honor in this kind of setting.
He's going to get the Nobel Peace Prize because he's providing peace. It's a fake peace deal. You saw the North Korean leader and the South Korean leader meet right after Donald Trump announced the summit is off. Now you have the U.S. military there because they see that, oh my God, we're getting left out of the deal. This is how I view it. Oh my God, we're getting left out of the deal. China, South Korea, North Korea, they're working a deal without us. Oh, they're sending U.S. officials there now. They're having U.S. officials there because no. There's no way we can allow this to happen. We cannot allow China, which they're trying to be, the leader of the world. Right? We're supposed to be the leader of the free world. We're supposed to be the ones mediating this. We're supposed to be the ones who are going to create the peace. South Korea and North Korea, in my opinion, are consolidating, but not on U.S. terms, on China's terms. This is dangerous because you think the U.S. military-industrial complex, the dark state, is going to hand over South Korea to China, is going to hand over the South China Sea, and there were warships in this region. Just the other day, that China sent warships right back, threatening these warships to leave the area. They were next to these islands that obviously are hotly contested between the U.S. and China. But the major point here, these meetings that are occurring, this unification that is occurring, is not based on any peace deal presented by the United States. It's based on China's ability to give promises to the South Korean government to push away the U.S. military, which they've been wanting to do for years, to consolidate the Korean peninsula because they believe that they can back off the United States. They believe they are the next leading superpower, and South Korea and North Korea do as well, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. We have a great Memorial Day special as well. Click the link below. Visit our Crypto Academy, Christopher Green's Crypto Academy. When you put in the promo code MEMORIAL, it's a awesome savings that you get today only. And we also have 25% off our food storage. 25% off. This is a Memorial Day special that we're presenting now. It also helps support alternative media. And we know knowledge, survival is so important. But it also supports alternative media so we can fight back and give these ideas and discuss what we're discussing here today. Right? And beat around the mainstream media because this is the true heart of what's happening. This is the true heart of what's happening. So click the link below. Join our Bitcoin Academy, our crypto courses. Put in the promo code MEMORIAL. Get food storage. It's 25% off. Click the link below. This is Chad with AMTV. Hard hitting it in your face. I love you guys. God bless.